out of school, possibly for the rest of this year. Completely, bro. I'm talking about, they talking about the NFL football season might be done, or basketball. So I'm like, oh, then they really put motherfuckers out of their job and telling them we gonna pay you anyway. Then I'm talking about I'm rent free right now. I'm like, oh, I'm living a free motherfucker. This shit throwing me off, bro. Motherfucking cell phone companies telling you, man, you good. We know what's going on. I'm like, huh? You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit crazy, bro. It's to the point we can go outside and just, you know,
they say
what they want us to do.
They say, how's the coronavirus affecting us? All you gotta do is just look around.
That's it. That's it, Rob. I seen one man call for the train and everybody on that motherfucker looked at him. Mm-hmm. Everybody.
It's serving its purpose. Think about it. Think about it. It's serving its purpose. It's creating chaos. Sometimes they gotta create chaos to establish, you know, their dominance.
Or if not that, to make sure we don't see they plane.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
that's establishing. Create chaos to establish order.
Nonetheless.
Because chaos is their order. Because chaos, like you said, it distracts you from the real plans.
Damn, Slim, this shit crazy, bro. This shit is fucking crazy. I'm like, this is not real right now. Slim, like my boss is really telling me stay home, you good. You know, I mean, of course, we don't have a smile, get paid for that. I'm like, shit, at least, I would want to at least be able to go spend some money how I want to spend it, Rob, and you can't even go outside. I'm scared to walk out the fucking door. The fuck? I'm scared to get on the train, bro. I'm scared to get on the bus.
Every now and then, they got to show the Americans who's boss.
Who the boss, right. Who on top. Mm-hmm. The damn sure ain't Trump.
Because every time, if you notice, every time we start to look like we're coming together, they got to disrupt it again. They gotta disrupt it.
Rob, you hit on the nose. You hit it on the nose, bro. You hit it on the nose. Every time we look like we about to start coming together, every time it look like we getting closer and closer to loving each other the way God planned it to be, here it come. Every motherfucking time, here it come, bro. They gonna kick out something every other couple years, every 10, 15 years to throw our mind off completely.
But look, it's a triple-edged sword, because think about how the fucking the prices and shit are spiking up. Look how much money they're making off of this hand sanitizer and all this other shit.
Yeah, and off of just that, you know what I mean, Rob, Walmart damn near butt naked right now. Targets, I'm talking about, it's aisles that ain't got nothing in them, bro. From soap, the tissue, food, all this, bro. I'm talking about, it's certain stores they got nothing.
I tell you a lot of my people, man, don't take a rocket science to figure it out. Just look around you.
That's all.
The signs are there, man. They creating chaos. People are worrying. People are staying in their homes. They want it this way.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if it came from China, how the fuck did it transfer here?
All the way to DC. That's what's killing me. How you get it all the way to DC? You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at it like, and once we look at a map, you look how far you got to come, bro, to get here.
And you can't say the people that had it already transferred here before they could really get a hold on it.
Come on, bro. That shit have never made it to the Washington District of Columbia, and that shit have been in the DM or the V at all.
They said they killing motherfuckers over there in China. Whoever got the corona, they killing them. Boop.
They killing them?
Yeah, they killing them. Whoever got that shit, they killing them.
Damn,
you know the population over there crazy.
Yeah, it's fucked up over there. I know it, but I'm thinking the coronavirus killing them. You know what I'm saying? They killing each other over that motherfucker.
If you got the corona, if you even coughing over that motherfucker, it seems like
your
they killing.
Ass is gone.
Yeah.
Damn, man. Where the fuck did this shit come from, man?
You already know where it came from. It was a plant by the great government. How many more things do they have to do to us for us to get the fucking point? I'm talking about these fucking bootlickers.
So
these bug dancers, these motherfuckers that sell out their own people to appease to the white man.
Yeah. What do we else got to do, Ron?
I said that's some serious brainwashing that the people that got you oppressed is convincing you that the person that you've been oppressed with is your enemy.
you do that?
Me and you in this fucked up situation. We've been in this fucked up situation as black people for
Together.
decades.
Right.
For decades. And then the
Together.
motherfucker that
For
got us in this
decades,
predicament to begin with convinced us that we're enemies.
And that we need to be beefing with each other when we've literally been in the same homeless bunk room together.
And that they're holier than thou.
That's crazy. That's crazy, Slim. Bruh, but you know what? That's why, bruh, it's important for me and you to keep out positive, right? I ain't gonna dare stop calling you when shit like this come up, bro. They know you got a positive way to look at it. A lot of niggas not doing that, Rob. Hey man, stay in the house, Nah, my man Rob will tell you, open your ass. You ain't losing no sleep off of this shit.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of motherfuckers that's really I'm talking about outside, eyes open. I'm not doing that shit, bruh.
Hey, my OG used to always tell me, man. My OG used to always tell me, don't think about life, just live it.
Just live it. The fuck?
You feel me? You know what you gotta do. Get you some plastic gloves. Put them on your hands. You know.
My girl brought a whole rocket up, man. They stopped. They told her she couldn't come back to work at Shake Shack at Union Station.
Because it's not, the stuff is not airbound. It's more like surfacing when you touch it.
That's what it is. But you know what, guess what? That's everywhere. Motherfuckers cough and sneeze all day long. This motherfucker weather by itself, Rob, and you sniffling. You know what I'm saying? One day it's raining. The next day it's hot as shit. The morning you wake up, gets cold as a motherfucker. Before it's 6 o'clock, the wind blowing and it's about to start raining. I'm talking about, Slim, within the last 3 days, we done had 3 different weathers that could literally have a person sneezing. You know what I'm saying? I had your little cold kick up off you. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers go to sleep with their fan blowing and shit like that. 106 ways a person can get a little small cold, a common cold. You know what I'm saying? This weather by itself will have you doing that. Sun out there, the wind blowing. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna ask you a question though, bro. If you can sum up this whole coronavirus situation in one word, what would you say? What word that comes to mind? This whole situation, what word that comes to mind? I'm gonna tell you what comes to my mind. Experiment.
Pretty much. We're gonna see how they act off of this and after that, how far we can
and then we're gonna implement our next thing.
Yeah. So pretty much all you just told me, Rob, was the worry about, don't look at this one, watch the next plan. You see what I'm saying? It's something else great slide up in the way. We know it's the coronavirus. We see what they're trying to do, but this is the sample of it.
It's just the tip of the iceberg right here.
Yeah, it's the tip of it. So we pretty much looking at number 2. We waiting for number 2 to come up. Number 1, here comes the coronavirus. So pretty much that's what I said. I had to call you for a reason.
And then think about this. The coronavirus at a time just so happened at a time where we about to see who's going to be the next president.
Wow. Right. Then guess what's so funny? The nominees is just so happen to be coming from under Obama.
And then before that, Trump got impeached.
Oh, man.
And in reality, Trump ain't really get impeached because he's still the president.
Right. He's still on TV. Oh, man, this shit crazy, bruh. It's a reason why I'm on the phone with you, Rob. I had to hear it, bro. We not fucking stupid. We not stupid, man. That's crazy, bro. This shit coming left and right. What they doing is damn sure working though, Rob. It's damn sure working.
Like we just said though, the government shut down for the fucking Trump to build a wall that he never built up. And then, like you said, it ain't really no use to even build a wall now because we scared to come out our fucking house.
Yeah. Damn, Rob, look how you put it, bruh. Look how you put it. They literally shut the government down for this man to build a wall and never started it. I'm talking about they ain't got a brick over there. That's crazy.
And now we clean up the aisles. We cleaned up the shelves. For
put
what?
That money back. That's all we doing is putting the money back.
How do we even know that the corona even fucking exists?
The ass is vicious.
You ain't hear about nobody. You heard about the corona other places. Only just think about it. You heard about the corona with Kevin Durant. These are people that are part of the craft, that are part of the Illuminati.
Yes.
So of course, you know, and I'm not saying that it's not around, but let's just say it may be role playing.
That's what I told my girl the other day. Donovan Mitchell, do the Utah Jazz. His man, what's the tall light skinned name? I forgot his name. He had this shit first.
Yeah, I know you're talking about the light skinned dude.
He like this. I didn't even know.
Oh, that's his name. Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert.
Yeah.
I didn't even know I had it. I couldn't tell the symptoms. I thought it was a common. I'm sitting there looking like, what you mean you ain't knew you had it? I apologize to the team. I didn't know I had it. I was passing it on. It's like you.
And then Kevin Durant got it. Guess who's gonna have it next?
What?
LeBron.
Then he said,
LeBron.
Oh, if LeBron, he might sign with that shit. He might sign with that shit.
Because they want to send it, you know, like they always say, it's not the messenger, it's the message. They want to send a direct message to the people. That's why they shutting down all these sporting events. So now all of a sudden, all of the sporting, like all these sports, the MLB, the NBA, NFL, all this shit is being shut down. And only sports players, like they said, what's the name just got it too. Sports players and actors, all these celebrities that's already down with the agenda are getting it. Idris Elba. What's the actor?
What movie he play in?
The Idris.
My girl showed me. I forgot his name, bro. She was like he played in the Hold on. Ooh. What was the celebrity dude you showed me that had the coronavirus? He played in a movie. Out of something?
Idris Elba.
There it is, y'all. That's him.
Yeah, all these celebrities, everybody that's already down with the agenda. Think about it. They're down with the agenda, and now they have an agenda that they're pushing.
That's crazy, man.
You ain't hearing about no regular average people getting hooked up with the corona, and if they are, you see what I'm saying? We don't even know if that shit exists. That might be just a regular sickness that they have.
Damn, Slim, look how they doing.
But they'll label the shit the corona. I'm talking about an average person. They'll label the shit the corona just so that they can push their agenda. That's no different than fucking, like, I'm about to talk some real shit. That's like no different than fucking Maury and Jerry Springer. Like, you know that shit ain't for real, right?
Yeah. You can tell, though, bro.
You know they acting that shit out.
Hell yeah, you can tell that. You can see it and tell that, though, bro.
The way you can tell is how much of a cliche it is, how repetitive it is.
Yeah,
so you tell me everybody is doing the same thing the same ways?
Yeah. Coming on this show ready to fight. I'm talking about ain't nobody trying to talk the problem out. Everybody trying to whoop each other's ass immediately. As soon as you get on this show, all you gotta do is introduce his daddy, introduce your daddy. They trying to fight each other. Straight like that. They
playing off the stereotypes.
Damn.
We loud, we belligerent. You know, we can't go nowhere without being aggressive and fighting each other. That's all it's about.
All that shit is statistics.
But every time the white man do something, it's always a fucking conspiracy.
Yeah.
You see how they doing Deontay Wilder?
Oh, man.
Tyson Fury went in there and cheated, hit that nigga with bare fists.
Bruh, you know what fucked me up, though? You know, you said something. He might be with that shit, too, bro.
Tyson Fury, look him up. Tyson Fury is a gypsy. Gypsies are bare knuckle brawlers.
Straight like that.
Look at the old nigga about to sue him now. He about to face an 8-year ban because after the Vladimir Klitschko fight, he tested positive for PEDs, and then he so-called left the sport, and he was on dope. And he ballooned up and gained all that weight. And he came back and got a feel-good story. You know damn well if that was a black man, he'd been all kind of motherfucking. Come on, man.
He'd have been on the news. You see what they did to Jaheim? Come on, man.
Yeah.
He'd have been on the news. They'd have blew him up. He'd have been the only cokehead in the world. They'd have put him on, Slim. They'd have put his ass on.
Oh, they putting Fury on like a motherfucker. You got the president of the WBC wearing that nigga hat. Wilder has been representing y'all for years with 10 consecutive title defenses, but you know what it was, man. They didn't want Wilder to be the face.
Nah, he was black. That's
and on top of that, he's not an ass kisser. He's not a bug dancer. Yeah, he stands for his people. He stands for what he believe in. You saw that interview. To this day, We've been fighting 400 years to this day.
To this day. Bruh.
They don't like that shit. They don't want nobody like that. They wanna.
And you know what, Rob? A lot of them niggas is still from that time. Them crackers are still, a lot of them crackers are still, they raising their sons like that, just like that. They still from that time, Slim.
And you know the sad part about it is you got our own people turning against
us. Shit. Yeah, they with that shit.
As soon as he lost, they made emojis and all that shit. How he got whooped, but the whole time this nigga was getting robbed. He was getting cheated.
They Slim, that money a bad motherfucker, Rob. That money a bad motherfucker. When you can tell a person, I take care, you would never have to worry about this, that, now. Them crackers, them niggas start thinking about that shit. You know what? That was also part of the agenda.
But to be honest with you, it's not really too much about the money to them because they the rulers right now. We in our captivity right now. So at the end of the day, there's not really about money with them because they got plenty of it. It's about racism. It's about them being a superior race.
Period.
And they want their race to be the face of everything.
That's crazy.
Even if they gotta cheat, even if they gotta rob, cheat, and steal. At the end of the day, you got motherfuckers in jail locked up. When the motherfuckers that got them locked up should be locked up because they stole the land that they locking them up on.
Wow, man, when we gonna get it back, Slim?
But this corona shit ain't nothing but a fucking distraction. Yeah, it ain't nothing but
you know what, Rob? Everybody I spoke to on the phone sound just like you, but they literally not your way. You know what I'm saying? Only Rob, you only double lock and sound like double lock, Slim. But Slim, Rob, a lot of them literally saying the same thing. I ain't thinking about this shit. Niggas like this, I ain't thinking about that shit, bro. I'm talking about a lot of niggas is really like, brothers, we've been going through this shit all this motherfucking time. A lot of these motherfuckers is really like, man, of course I'm gonna protect myself, but I ain't gonna stop living my life, man. A lot of motherfuckers is literally like, man, fuck that shit, man. For real. They doing us any type way, bro. They doing us any type way, bro.
And they so fucking mean with it, man, that they don't even give a fuck that it's their people that they affected.
Damn, Slim.
Because that's the issue now. And people's like, well, they gonna try to do this and they gonna try to do that and try to put us back into slavery and all that shit. Newsflash, we ain't never got out of it. At the end of it's only this time. And the 2020 way to look at it is that this time they affecting their people as well. Because we all blend in together. Although we're different cultures, although we're being treated a certain type of way, they don't give a fuck. Like, they don't even give a fuck that they're affecting their own people. This is how pressed they are to make their point, to prove their point.
When they got the power, they got the power, man.
Like I told you before. Why every time all this shit comes out and they're never affected by it? Because they down with the plan. They down with the program. How come the powers that be are never affected? Government shutdown, Ebola, all this. How come you never hear nothing about them being affected by it?
How come you never hear that shit, Rob?
Because they're the ones that's planning it, implanting it.
That's some real shit, bro.
They looking at this, we like, damn, how the fuck this shit come out of nowhere? But they sitting back in their office like, you don't even know. The whole time we been had this shit ready.
This part of the plan. This one of our examples. You know what I'm saying? We got plenty of these.
So once they scare us up enough, then they'll shut it down. Then they'll say, cut it, let it go. And then they'll come out here and say, they not gonna even, sometimes they don't even say it's over. They'll just like move on. They won't even say it's over.
With AIDS, they did the same thing with AIDS.
With the government shutdown, they didn't say the government shutdown was over. They said that, they said that people can go back to work.
Real shit.
I told my man, I said it's like these movies and these shows that you watch and it say to be continued at the end. To be continued. And the to be continued was the coronavirus. So the government, I told you, this is government shutdown back. Part 2.
Yeah.
This is the to be continued.
Mm-hmm. That's all we doing. Put the money right back where we took it out of, we put it back. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, Slim. That's crazy, Slim.
And now they got people out here running around like a chicken with their head cut off. Out this joint taking all this sanitizer, doing all that. when they should have been, when they should be doing what they should have been doing, and that's being careful to begin with.
From the beginning. And you know what, Rob, is actually just like you said. Guess how now we looking at each other. I'm better than you. I can't stand beside you. I'm talking about it's hard to sit beside a person now, Rob. You can't even sit beside a motherfucker on the train on the bus nowadays. You don't even want to do that.
Shit, truth be told, it been that way.
But now you see what I'm saying? Like, bro, now it's really like that push. They always find a way to make sure we feel like we gotta look at each other like we not equal.
We divided.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, it's the old divide and conquer scheme. That's all.
Always that, bro.
Every time they got to do something with them in a bad way. Oh, it's the Willie Lynch theory. Oh, it's a theory. This is a theory. Everything. I tell people, man, a theory is just the white man's truth covered up. That's all it is. Every time we do something, you should take it with a grain of salt. It is what it is. He's a thief. He's a no good bastard. He's a degenerate. Every time it come down to black dudes, but every time it come down to them in the wrong, it's a theory.
Yeah. They can't wait to pull out that black and white on our ass, man. They can't. And you know what, Bob? The first time you do one of them crackers and that seat, and them Republicans and Democrats, the first time you look at their background, it's fucked.
And the other racists know it's true, but guess what they do? Oh, quit whining. Stop crying. Stop crying. Stop whining. They know a lot of this shit that they're doing in a negative way is geared towards blacks, so-called blacks. But a lot of these other races, because they're not being affected by it, they'll just say, quit crying. You complaining too much. You Americans, y'all spoiled just as well as we're spoiled. But one thing that they forget is that we've been forced here. Y'all haven't been forced here. You can go back to your land.
Wherever the fuck that is, period anyway.
And I always told people to white, just think about this for a second, bro. Why us, though? Like, you ever asked the question, like, why us? Why do you have to keep us by the hip?
Yeah.
Why you got to keep? Because they know who the real motherfuckers are. Yeah. See, they know who God's real people is, who were really made in the image of God. So they got to keep us to observe on us. Yeah.
You got to. Bro. You got to, Rob. He told me to call you, Slim.
So they keep us by the hip so they could try to sell a perception of who they are, which we really are. So they'll try to sell the perception, a false perception, that they're the more superior race. But they're keeping, like, you ever ask yourself, why, like I'm talking about any of these other races, why are they so fixated on black people?
Why?
On trying to destroy black people? Why are they so fixated? But everybody that's so fixated on destroying us are trying to act like us, are trying to emulate us.
Every part of it.
Trying to talk like us, trying to walk like us, trying to have ass like our women, trying to play basketball and sports like our men.
Everything. They don't want to get a black quarterback to do nothing. Oh man, no bullshit, bro. Real shit, bro.
You heard about the shit with motherfucking Flavor Flav with Public Enemy? Motherfucking Chuck D, Public Enemy. You know, Fight the Power.
Yeah.
Motherfucking the song was called Fight the Power. Fight the Power was Dead B. Talking about the white man. And motherfucking Bernie Sanders, you know, the one that's running for president.
Right.
He had Public Enemy come perform for him. Flavor Flav gave him a cease and desist notice. Somehow he wasn't down with it. Because at the end of the day, Flavor Flav looking at it like this. Like, why are y'all selling y'all soul for money for against the same motherfuckers we made our music fighting against? And now you want to partner up with them. And guess what they did him? Guess how they did him? They kicked Flavor Flav out of the group.
Yeah, so it's just like you said, Rob.
We making money. We getting this money.
Yeah.
Even if we got to go against all of the years that we done fought against these people. That's why I don't really deal with people, bro. That's why I'm here to help, but I don't really deal with people because people always got a hidden motive, a hidden agenda.
It always is one too. It is, Rob. It's always a hidden motive, bro. Always. It's always. You can't just trust a motherfucker. You can't. And you know what, Rob? They really made it that way. They made it hard for a person to look at you. You know, he can kind of befriend you, but he can't trust you. Mm-hmm. He got to give you the shoulder. He got to give you the shoulder. He has to give you that cold shoulder. He has to. And it ain't your fault.
And then the person that's asking for your help can use it, but other people in the past can fucked it up so much.
To the point you can't trust them.
I can't trust them. I can't trust it.
Because
I'm looking at people now like, what's your end game?